Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a little while.
Are you going to crack a beer?
Boop.
I was thinking about having some whiskey.
Should we pause so you can get some whiskey?
Yeah, of course. I didn't know. Dude, you got to tell me this stuff before we start.
All right, well, go
the
get some
podcast.
whiskey.
Do we have any whiskey?
Yeah, we got whiskey.
All right, I'll go get some. Pause.
All right, everybody. Now it's official. Welcome to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Was there any dead air?
Yeah, I just sat here in silence.
Shit. Fuck. We'll edit it in post.
I'm
We'll
definitely cut it out. My name is Kyle Ruff. I'll be your host yet again, joined by Matthew Newland.
Namaste.
Matthew, your robe looks phenomenal.
Thank
How's
you.
it feel?
It's a good one.
That's
great.
That's robe number 2.
This is the newest robe I got. Added it to the collection.
Nice. I only have one robe. I feel like an idiot.
You're lacking. You're falling behind.
Fuck.
You're falling behind. Doesn't feel good to fall behind.
No,
it feels
it
good
doesn't.
to stay on top, and that's why I got the new robe.
Damn, they are. It's a lot of money to just keep dropping on robes, though.
Yeah, dude.
Even with our man discount, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, what is money, though, other than something to buy robes with?
That's a solid point.
That's what I've always said.
Food, shelter, robes. That's the necessities in life.
I would even put robes higher up than food.
I mean, it's kind of like it's shelter that's just on you all the time.
It is. You know what about this robe that's weird?
Go on.
Is the pocket on this one is like right on the belt line. So it's no easy.
Oh, I see that.
You see that?
That's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not. I'm trying to look at the positives of like, okay, once I tighten it, then the pocket, like nothing's going to fall
It's more
out.
secure.
Way more secure
You
than
can
the
put
other robe.
like just a handful of rice
Yeah.
in there, and then you
Or-
could tie it off so the top keeps it together.
Or
My
ninja
chair is squeaking. I hope you can't hear that on the podcast.
If they can, it's meant to be. I could also put ninja stars in there.
Oh, so many.
This is more my martial arts robe than the other one.
Okay. Well, that's kind of why I was thinking rice. You know, that's what Ip Man fights for.
Yeah, rice,
Mm-hmm.
ninja stars,
Ninja stars.
nunchucks.
Freedom.
Communism. We'll put it in there.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, I know I like. So if you, it's like different moods that I'm in. So if
Mhm.
you see me in the green robe, just know I'm gonna I could toss a left at you at any time.
I can jab.
Yeah, I'll snap your head back and follow with the right.
Fucking-
But if I'm in the orange robe, we're chilling. It's all good.
Leg kicks
Yeah,
all day in the
we're
green.
vibing.
Orange, you chilling.
So if you haven't got your robe yet, you're lacking. You're falling behind.
I also, the last video, my robe looked yellow. I think it was a little washed out. Our video was washed out.
Our
and I
video was
like,
washed out. We apologize for that. It'll
That is
never happen again.
Never happen again. I have a lawsuit against Apple.
We already
Um,
fired the guy that fucked it up, too. He'd been with us for 40 years, I think.
Yeah. Well, I
Tevin?
don't know if I'd
Tevin?
use the word fired. Let's just say you won't hear from him ever again.
No. And I honestly hope he's doing okay.
He's not.
What was his name? Tevin?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. George?
Arnold?
Jamie. That's what it was.
Oh, Jamie, yeah. I think he's on to bigger and better
I feel
things.
like he's done pretty well right now.
Yeah.
Other than, producing this show, I'm sure is the highlight of his life. But
Well, we gave him a start.
give him a start. And once you start here, that's Hollywood next, baby.
That's nothing, dude. That's nothing for him.
Hell yeah, dude.
How are you, dude? It's good to be here.
Oh, it's good. I just had my first Rocky Horror practice.
You love theater.
Getting back on the big gay horse, as
You're
they
getting
say.
back on the stage,
Getting
dude.
back on the man of the people.
You are. You look good in lights.
I do.
Are you excited for round 2? You're a seasoned vet at Rocky
I'm a
Horror
seasoned
now.
vet. Well, they're doing it like there's 2 performances in like a month apart, which is wild. There's one at the beginning of October and there's one at the end of October.
Nice. That's that'll give you a lot of time to soak it in, though,
Yeah.
between those 2.
And I will not practice between then.
You've already forgotten.
When you're this talented, Matthew, what's practice? You know?
Dude, Allen Iverson once said, I'm going to cross you up and I don't need to practice.
That's true.
I think he said that
Yeah.
verbatim.
And that's why I walked in and I said, how am I supposed to make my teammates better? By going to practice?
Yeah.
Practice.
Not the show.
Not a show.
Not the Rocky show.
Not even a dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Practice.
Practice. The show that you die for.
A show that I put my life on the line every night for.
Practice?
Practice.
Not a show.
Not even a show. Not even a ticketed event. Practice. So, it was a pretty fun little rehearsal.
Yeah,
we
you
just
have
had.
a lot of time to ruminate on it.
Yeah.
You
but
feel confident in your shoulder, your body feeling okay? How's your body, dude?
Oh, my body is just hot garbage, bro.
What's
But
going on?
I'm just gonna keep doing push-ups and just fight through all the torn ligaments and things that I have, and I'm just gonna get sexy. Because, spoiler alert, I'm Rocky, and if you know anything about Rocky Horror Picture Show, I'm basically just a sexy little bitch the whole show. I don't even say anything.
That was already a year ago.
That was already almost a year ago.
I remember this last year. You were like, I gotta fucking get a little bit more jacked.
Yeah.
I saw you eating double the protein shakes.
Mm-hmm. And then I tore my shoulder out somehow.
Yeah, lifting yourself up on a chair, if I remember correctly. If you don't know that story, check out episode 94, I think.
That's actually a solid guess.
That's a good guess. Yeah.
Especially because before about 3 months ago, we were on about a once a month at best pace. But now we're giving you that consistent content you need, baby. Your Best of the Boat podcast. On that note, if you're watching and listening, go right now to the Steamboat Pilot website. Is it Steamboat Today or Steamboat Pilot?
Steamboat Pilot.
Okay, go to that website and vote for us Best of the Boat. We're nominated for a bunch of shit.
Do it. Go vote for us. And then right when you're done doing that, go to Pornhub because they've got some wild stuff on there, dude.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Dude, it's crazy.
I saw a woman urinate on a man.
It's fucking wild. They'll show anything on there. I just found out about it a couple days ago.
Huh.
Yeah.
And what is it?
Pornhub.com.
Porn is short for pornography.
Yeah, which has apparently been around for a long time.
I also just thought about this. What is hub short for?
Hubbastank.
Hubbastank? Because the reason is porn.
Yeah, that's right. What's a great Hubbastank song where he's talking about dying or something?
Oh, I think they're all about dying.
Yeah.
All I know is the reason because it's got the best piano part.
That's the song I was talking about.
Some real
Kanye shit, dude. Oh, you give me a good beat. I kind of want to rip this.
Go for it.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. I found a reason. All right.
I lost the rhythm.
Nice. It was all right. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Sorry.
So,
we're
out-
talented.
Vote for us, Steamboat Pilot, Pornhub, then listen to some Hoobastank.
Yeah, that's actually all you really need to do every day.
In no particular order.
In an order that might surprise you.
Maybe that Hoobastank go all the way up.
Hey, baby.
Or what, dude?
Oh, it's good to have a beer on the pod. Brought to you by Storm Peak Brewing. They're not a sponsor, but they could be.
They could be a sponsor. We are open and looking. We're back on the market.
We are back on the market.
Trying just dipping our toes into some sites, seeing what's out there. Not trying to get into anything too serious, dude.
No.
We got hurt pretty bad.
That's true. We loved once.
In the past.
We loved once and it burnt too bright.
We did, but we learned a lot, I think, and we learned a lot about ourselves through those experiences.
That's true.
And I feel like we're better people because of it. Less divisive.
Less divisive.
So much less
Certainly
divisive.
there's a huge emphasis on divisiveness, and we've learned our lesson.
If this was how divisive we were,
Yeah.
now we're down there.
And if you want to go see a dentist, I have no opinion on it.
Zero opinions.
No
I
opinions.
love all dentists.
Every single dentist on earth. Thank you. You know?
Thank you. I love dentists, bro, so much.
Love it, dude. Did you ever get freaked out as a kid going to the dentist?
Well, I did not because my mother has been the office manager of a dental office since before I was alive.
Oh, really?
I was raised in the dental office, dude. I know all the tricks in the trade of the dental office, dude.
But you just constantly steal that your dentist office had like little toys for on the way out?
Constantly
and
steal
you just had like a stack
the
of them?
nitrous oxide. No, the toys, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would constantly steal the toys and not the nitrous oxide.
Right, no. Because that's one of those is more illegal than the other.
No, they did. They had like a little castle that was a playroom that I grew up there. It shaped me to who I am today.
It's the man of the castle.
Yeah, I'm the man of the castle. And it shaped me to this guy you see now, this robeless gentleman in some black glasses.
This robeless karate Adonis.
Adonis?
Adonis at the dentist.
Madonna?
Madonna?
This Madonna here?
Are you like a virgin?
I never got too scared going to the dental office. I only got like 2 cavities, which is pretty good for a 31-year-old.
I didn't have any until I was in college. And I went for a checkup when I was like 20, and they're like, you have 7 cavities.
Oh, they come.
I was like, what?
Yeah, dude, they come in herds.
Excuse me. Yeah, they do, man. They do move in herds.
Cavities. It's like bed bugs, dude. Once you get one of them, you're going to get
You just
more.
got them up your ass for life.
Until you have to throw your bed away.
Yeah. No, I think my dental hygiene's been good since. Other than that one time that I got my tooth knocked out, which was fun. I've told that story a bunch of times on the
100%.
podcast.
I feel like a couple of our podcasts have been exclusively about dental hygiene.
Oh yeah, we did a whole show, just me and MK Paulson, friend of the show, shout out, about dentists like forever ago.
I was
forgot
on
about
that podcast.
No, it was just me and MK.
It was me. I was there. You can look it up. It's like
I think we
episode
did more
74.
than one.
Maybe there's been multiple dentist MK episodes.
Jesus, that would not surprise me.
But
We are wildly unoriginal.
we do love dentistry and the practice of it.
We
which
do.
Is like
Unfortunately, they don't like us
dude.
back.
Teeth are so important in a nice smile and when you want to eat.
Yeah.
And if you can't eat,
Then what are you doing?
might as well be dead.
You might as well just be dead, like our old podcast producer, Jamie.
Jamie, rest in peace, dude.
Dead to me.
He
Anyways.
did die. I went and saw the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, let's hear about that.
I saw
experience.
them. I saw the Foo Fighters.
This
and
is
now,
like your, I mean, because Nirvana is gone.
yeah, that's my
or at
favorite
least
band.
most of them.
It was Nirvana. It's Nirvana and then Foo Fighters, just because Foo Fighters is half and half Nirvana.
Yeah, or 1/3, I guess.
Dave
technically.
Grohl and Pat Smear were both in Nirvana.
Oh, were they?
So it's like, yeah, I got to see two of the Nirvana band members.
I didn't know the other guy from Nirvana was in Foo Fighters.
He was only with Nirvana for like 2 or 3 years. Only when they did In Utero and then toured with that, I'm pretty sure. Which was a wild amount of information for me to know because I wasn't even really alive back
No.
when they were doing that.
You're just a true historian of the Foo.
I am. I've seen every documentary on Kurt Cobain, and if you think Courtney Love killed him, you're just wrong. They were in love, but they were junkies, but they were in love, so check that out. I did see the Foo Fighters, though, and
Yes.
it was cooler than anything I've ever seen in my whole fucking
Fuck
life.
yeah. It was at the Broncos Stadium, right?
Yeah. Empower is what they call it now. Empower
right.
at Mile High.
It used to be Sports Authority Field.
It used to just be Mile High, right?
I
Or
thought
was it Sports? Yeah,
I think it was Sports. I think it was always called Mile High. That's
Yeah.
like the nickname.
Why are they changing the names of all the stadiums lately?
Because banks have a lot of money,
Nice.
and
I
they
knew-
want you to know how much fucking money they have.
I knew this was gonna go fiscal.
Yes, that's what it is. Every new stadium is fucking
The crypto stadium.
SoFi and
Yeah.
Crypto.com and people who are literal scabs on society.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
you can't have like a thing that was really popular in the 80s still be like the brand name of your stadium.
No,
Like Huggies Stadium. Like
right?
Diapers.
Well, it's also the way our fucked up, corrupt economy has gone. Like, people who make stuff, like actual goods and services, they don't have any money. The people who have money are people who are corrupt,
The 1%.
the 1% who own a bank, and the only service they provide is that they give you money and then you give them back more money.
Yeah. And then they don't have your money
then they
almost
don't
the
have
whole
your
time.
money.
They're like, we don't have it.
And they
but
won't even give it to you.
no. Once they have it. Why don't we own banks, dude?
You know, I looked
Let's
into
get
it.
into that.
It's actually illegal.
To own a bank?
Yeah, see, all the other banks, they wrote legislation that says you have to have so much money to start a bank, and it's a impossible number for you to have unless you're already a giant bank.
That's crazy. Can you say that same thing again, but with my glasses on? Because
Yeah,
that was
sorry.
very smart, dude.
This is
And go
Kyle's
ahead.
Economic Corner.
And run that back.
So let me give you a brief synopsis on how regulation in this country actually works. It's actually called regulation capture.
You look good.
Thank you. I feel smart.
You look good. Do
Thanks,
they
man.
work?
Does it look crooked? Does it look crooked? Because my
no,
nose is
not
all
at all.
crooked.
My nose is crooked
It's
too, so
like-
they're made for crooked noses.
Like, I can see over on this side more than this side because my nose is all smashed in from when I got punched in the face a bunch of times in college.
yeah.
And so, like, glasses like this don't fit me normal. But I do feel smart. So the way regulation capture works is all
Listen to this.
the largest corporations and things like that
Mhm.
lobby and get their own legislation pushed for regulation that favors them and essentially weeds out competition. So a lot of people think that regulation is actually something that keeps big business in check, when in reality it is the opposite. If you want to know more, read Ron Paul. There you go. You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, that was great. And have you ever been in love?
Today? Not yet.
Foo Fighters.
Oh, yeah, the Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. It was the coolest fucking thing. They played the Empower Stadium. It was the biggest show they'd done in America. He said that a couple times.
Like ever?
Dave Grohl, yeah. He's like, this is the biggest show
Whoa.
we've done in America. Because they've done like fucking Wembley Stadium and all that giant shit
Yeah,
overseas.
like the Hawkins Memorial Show. That
Yeah,
was
I mean, they've done
insane.
huge shit. But this was the biggest one they've done in America. There was like 70,000 people there or something.
Yeah,
Packed to the fucking gills.
sick.
And we'd all stomp the bleachers because that's what they do at fucking Broncos games. And it would sound like it was going to fucking come down. And he was like, I think this place is going to come down. He fucking loved us so much. We loved him. I just sang my heart out with Dave Grohl for about 3 hours.
Did you know the word to every song that he sang?
Almost every song. And if I didn't like recognize the song, I took a video of it. So then I
Can
went
look it up
home and I
later?
can look it up. And now I know all of them.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
I can't believe that there was Grohl songs you didn't know, or were they covers?
They covered a bunch. They covered like half a Tenacious D tribute. They covered some Metallica for a little bit.
Sick.
Those I knew all those. But yeah, there was like 2 or 3 songs. I was like, fuck, which one's this? And the one song is called Aurora. Before they performed it, Dave was like, this was Taylor Hawkins' favorite song. And it was off like their 2007 album or something. And I was like, fuck, I haven't really ever listened to this song, and it's fucking beautiful. So listen to Aurora. Go to a Foo Fighters concert if you can. There's a reason they charge that much money for tickets.
Because it's really good.
Because it's the best thing you'll ever fucking see in your life, and it's worth every cent.
That
dude.
sounds so sick.
It was so fucking cool.
God, I haven't seen a big old sick gay concert in a while. I've just been watching the stupid ones that the city puts on. I mean, they're okay. It just rains
Yeah.
every time.
100%. And that's another thing about like living here is like we see there's a shit ton of live music everywhere. Bluegrass, fucking jam bands, all of it. And I respect all of the arts.
Bluegrass,
and I like
jam bands, bluegrass, white guy reggae,
yeah,
bluegrass, jam bands,
all that stuff.
the whole
dude.
everything you can
all
want.
the spectrum of bluegrass.
Shitty DJs,
There's DJs and
bluegrass,
there's bluegrass.
yeah,
And there's one other one.
jam bands.
Jam bands. That's what I was gonna say.
It's all you ever would want.
It's
in this
everything in this goddamn town. So going to a fucking rock and roll show, just the music is just fucking rock and roll. It was cooler than fucking anything. And I was like, oh, that's all I care about now. I only
So
give a
sick.
fuck about rock and roll music.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about any other. Fuck rap. Fuck all of them. I don't give a shit. Just rock and roll. Let's fucking go. So that reignited my hatred for every other genre and my respect for rock and roll.
That's so awesome.
It was the coolest shit. They played
Damn.
for 3 hours, dude. They're like in their 50s. They still fucking got it.
Oh, yeah, dude, Grohl is going to rip until the day they put him in the fucking dirt,
It was
dude.
fucking insane. First thing he said when he ran out, he just goes, holy shit, that's a lot of fucking people. Like, yep, we're in. I'm in.
Yep.
You already
And you're
got
like,
me.
I love you.
First sentence.
God, and then we, right after that, we watched Grohl on Hot Ones, and we are like, oh, he's the coolest
He's
guy in the
still
world.
the coolest fucking dude.
He's the
And
coolest dude.
So,
Most gracious dude, too.
if anyone knows Dave Grohl, tell him we'd fucking love to have him on the podcast.
Yeah, if we get Grohl a guest spot, I'll give you ski passes, Dave Grohl.
Ski passes to Steamboat? Who wouldn't want that? The whole fam.
Who wouldn't want that? Yeah, I get the whole fam. Fuck.
The whole family. Come we'll get you on the podcast. We'll make an event out of it. We can have a small show in the park or something. You can play some acoustic sets. I did cry a couple times during the concert. That was fun.
What songs did you cry? Did you cry to Everlong?
That was at the very end, so I was pretty exhausted by then. But yeah, I got
Too tired to cry?
I got a little teary during Everlong. Walk was early on in the set. That got me.
Okay.
And then One of These Days. One of these days, yeah.
Okay.
And everyone took their phones out, and it was fucking beautiful.
Ugh.
And it was rock and roll at its most purest form. Dave Grohl's a rock angel, dude.
It is wild that no one. It used to be the move was put your lighters in the air,
Yeah.
and now nobody smokes old acoustic cigarettes. It's all electronic vapes.
Yep.
But everyone has phones, and so it's like the phone light. You think that's better or worse for society?
It's different. It's probably worse because the phones have, I don't know, man, the phones have UV rays they shoot out into your brain and it gives you cancer.
Yeah, and give you 5G and mind control.
Yeah, and we all
And
know that, and everyone's on board with it.
No one disagrees with that, but also, all those lighters, you're burning fossil fuels, dude.
Butane.
Butane.
Not good for the lungs.
That's not good for the environment.
So I think there's negatives with both of them, but they both look cool as hell. I guess I never saw a whole bunch of lighters live. I don't think I can't remember one time I was ever at a show and everyone had lighters. I think that was like an 80s.
I think when I saw one of
70s.
the first, technically the first concert I saw was Weird Al, but I was 9 and I don't remember it very well. And there probably wasn't a lot of lighters getting thrown up at a Weird Al concert. Also, the next concert I saw after that, I was in high school, and it was a Muse at the Fox Theater in Detroit. And I'm pretty sure there was a point where everyone threw lighters on and I remember thinking like, oh fuck, the like sprinkler system's gonna go off.
Was it in? Yeah, it was indoors.
Because it was like in a theater.
Yeah.
I was on the balcony and they started playing Hysteria with the
Yeah.
bass line. It was like and like everyone started like in unison, like bobbing their head, and the whole balcony was shaking.
Fuck yes.
And I was scared.
That's fucking
I
awesome.
was a scared
Makes
man.
you feel alive.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was like, this thing's coming down.
That's fucking incredible.
It was so awesome.
Yeah, that's the fucking best. So yeah, all I care about is rock and roll anymore. That's all I ever did care about.
Right, but now you really extra only care about it.
There's only so many of them left.
Are you gonna? So you're gonna quit comedy and just do rock and roll full
Just
time?
go to rock and
Just
roll
be a
shows. Yeah, I would be a roadie. I would be such a good roadie, dude.
You look like a roadie.
I would be a roadie, and I would smoke cigarettes if I was a roadie, just for fun.
Well, yeah.
Just
Wait,
for
roadie
Did-
smoking a vape? Are you kidding me?
get the fuck
grow
out of
up.
here. You get your
If
ass
you're not-
kicked where I come from.
If you're not making the worst health decisions constantly, then what kind of roadie are you? You need to have like leathery skin and like a ponytail, even though you're going bald.
Yes,
Or
fuck
already
yes.
bald.
Yep. Sweatbands on.
Sweatbands, the most scraggly ass beard.
Yep.
That's what a roadie is.
Too many rings on your
Too many
hands.
rings, the worst tattoos.
Yeah, for sure. I got to get a few more bad tattoos, and then I'm hitting the fucking road.
We should go get some bad tattoos.
I'm down. I'm in. We're going to get those nipple tattoos pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a little surprise.
No surprise for you guys.
I don't have that much nipple, though. I'm a little, like, concerned.
Neither do I. None of us do.
Hmm.
You got a little less nipple than I do, but I mean, count your blessings, dude, because with big nips come big responsibility, dude. And these bad boys do cause attention.
That's why, like, when you're like, oh, I can't grow facial hair, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It sucks.
I do have a handsome face, and I don't want to hide it.
That's true.
You don't.
I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I was getting
Just
my
shaved.
I was getting my hair cut the other day, and it looks spectacular.
It does,
But
dude.
the chick who was cutting my show, Carolyn, friend of the show, shout out. She was like, "Yeah, I just came back from. We were doing like laser treatments all day." And I was like, "Oh yeah," and she's like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "Look at me." She's like, "I could laser off like all your neck hair." And I was like,
Really?
really? And she's like, "Yeah, you'd never have to shave your neck again." And I was like, "Go on."
Yeah, let's get you some laser treatment, dude.
Dude, I hate shaving my neck.
I've heard you talk about it. You got to go up, down, all
The-
around. It
The
swirls.
grains change constantly. It's like an up and down, like mix in the middle, and it's fucking so easy to get ingrown hairs and fucking.
Yeah.
God, I hate it. If I could just laser this bitch off,
Where would you go? Just from literally
Like,
the Adam's apple
probably no,
above it?
like probably up a little higher. I don't need it to come down, just like here.
Why stop there?
Just take the whole thing off.
Take it all the way up to the chin. Get that chest hair out of here.
I like the chest hair though.
Let's get it shaped up. And let's get the armpits hair. Let's get that
That's
done.
true. I get
Ye-
that's gone.
Butthole hair.
Yeah,
See you next
I can
Tuesday.
quit ripping it out.
Yeah, dude. Well, then what would you look forward to?
Yeah, right. And what's the point of shitting? Uh,
You rip your asshole out every time you shit. You rip your asshole hair out.
not every time.
That'd be so funny, though. You'd have none left.
Just no. I wouldn't mind lasering the old crotch though. The gooch it's a mess.
God, dude, that sounds so sketchy, though. It sounds so Beverly Hills to get laser therapy.
I know. That's almost why I'm like,
Yeah, are you really going that Hollywood
it's like how fucking vain do you gotta be?
to laser, especially as a dude?
As a dude.
I'm not to be divisive and separate
Yes,
men
and that's
women.
fine if you're a man or a woman or anything in between.
Yep.
And you want to laser off all your butthole hair, that's fine. We support that. We are not divisive here on the Steamboat Comedy Podcast, no matter what any dentist tells you.
Bye bye butthole hair. That's what I like to say.
I love that song. Bye, bye, butthole hair. Bye, bye, itchiness. Hello, clean butt. Something. I can't even remember what it's like a really old song.
Bye, Miss American Butthole. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was butthole.
Bye, bye, hair on my ass and my thighs.
Laser treatment, that burns too, dude.
I can't
You gotta
imagine
get
it
lasers involved in this grooming
feels-
process.
I want to know what it looks like.
I've seen like post like 2 days. It looks like you got burned with the laser hair removal.
Oh yeah, it's
It
got
like,
like.
swells up. It like
Oof.
really. They shoot lasers into your follicles, dude.
But then it's a lifetime of beauty.
Then it is, yeah. Then it's all uphill from there, and you'd have made it.
Exactly.
It's like a nipple tattoo. It's gonna hurt, but for the rest
But
of
is
your
it
life,
worth it? Yep.
That does lead me to a question I have for you, dude.
Oh, you have a question for
I
me,
do have
Matthew.
a question. I have a couple questions. We'll scatter them out throughout the show. You know I like to ask you questions.
You do.
And I always ask for consent. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
We always ask for consent
And you
about
should.
questions.
You should ask about consent about everything, especially ass hair shaving, as we mentioned earlier. Go on.
100%. If you want to shave your asshole hair, do it. If you want to do push-ups at work, do it. But make sure your coworkers are cool with it because it could be a problem. Fucking bullshit. I can't do push-ups at work. Who can't do push-ups at work?
Is that really? Did you really get shit about that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, I'm riffing, dude. There's a comedy podcast. Keep up. Here we go.
Oh, what? I was hoping for an anecdote.
No, there's no anecdotes. There's nothing. Nothing means anything. But this question does hold some weight.
All right, let's hear
Are
it.
you ready?
I am
It's
so
a would
ready.
you rather. It's a
Nope.
would you rather. Get the comments out of there. It's fine.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
TikTok,
You
here we
ready?
go. Let's get your opinions.
Let's get everyone's opinions. Would you rather get fake tits, C cups,
C-cups.
or take 2 inches off your dick?
Fake tits.
Fake tits?
I gotta have some dick left. What am I gonna do with a 1-inch dick?
I thought about that. When I thought of the question, I came up with an answer to it. It was definitely tits. But dude, if I take 2 inches off of my peni,
Yeah.
I have a very small dick after that.
I mean, if you take 2 inches off and you don't have a small dick, then you had a huge hog to begin with, and you'd probably be grateful to lose a few inches just for comfort.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's a nightmare to have a big hog.
That's what everyone always talks about, how terrible it is to have a huge penis.
I know, and we're over here like, thank God we don't have that
We're
problem.
like, thank God I got both my inches.
So you go tits.
I go tits.
You just have big C cups all the time.
So you're talking though, like you'd put
Woman boobs.
silicone fake boobs
Yep.
over my existing pecs.
Yeah, or vice versa. I don't know the schematics of how they do
Because
breast
if I feel
enlargement.
like I got some pretty nice pecs, because I work out.
You do push-ups at work.
I do every day at work. I've actually done a lot of push-ups at work.
I do push-ups all the time at work. Dude, it's a great de-stressor. It really,
It really
does
is.
help.
It's a good way to show your staff who's in charge, I found.
also
If you're
like-
in management.
100%. Like, this guy's a nut, dude. He's working and doing push-ups.
Oh, yeah.
And you get up and your fucking face is all a little bit red and your blood's pumping.
Mhm.
And you really don't care about what's going on in the workplace anymore.
No.
That is a life hack. If you're at work, do fucking 10 push-ups. If you're feeling bored, sad, tired, angry, anything, bust out 10 push-ups. Tell me if you don't feel a little better.
Oh, yeah. And then tell everyone to fuck themselves right
Yeah, dude.
afterwards.
And then take 3 shots of whiskey and quit your job.
And then say, fuck this place. Fuck you. Yeah, it's a pretty good strategy.
Yeah. So fucking
But no,
tits,
I want to
huh?
know the specifics. So is it because what my point was that I already have about like arguably a B cup.
Arguably a B cup. Let me feel them bitches. Those aren't a B cup. I know what B's feel like. Dude, that's a big A. God, those are nice.
Big
dude.
A.
Let me
Thanks.
get, let me
That was
get
also
back.
the left one. The right one's a little better.
Let me get back in there.
Whew.
Holy shit.
But is it just enough added on so it becomes a C, or is it a full C on top of my existing big A?
It's just going to be a big C. That's what you're going to be left with. So you can keep your meat if you
that's
want.
Easy.
Keep your meat. You can mix your meat. You can go all silicone. Dealer's choice, really.
I feel like it would just make me look more jacked.
Yeah, but you'd have kind of a hard time. Would you, though? I think you'd have a hard time talking to the ladies with a chest full of cans,
With a
dude.
big fucking buff ass chest, dude.
Yeah, we'd
I'd just
probably
be
get-
like, don't touch it. Just look at it. Because it'd look fucking jacked. Maybe touch it and be like, well, yeah.
You can tell the difference between big pecs and boobs, though. I mean, we've seen these bodybuilders. We've seen all these bodybuilders who some of the men have, like, you'd be like, oh, that's a C cup, but that's a full man pec.
Right.
I'm talking about a voluptuous woman breast.
So it would have a little more sag to
A
it.
little more sag, the good stuff, the things that we like.
The things that we like.
It
Some
would-
cleave, some sag.
You don't want to titty fuck a bodybuilder, but you see a nice
I don't
voluptuous.
think you could.
I could. I know a couple.
Really?
Yeah, they're cool. They're chill.
It's gotta like break your penis.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if you have no feeling left in it, though, so it really does the
That's a
trick.
solid point.
So if you have a problem with that, you'd have just big voluptuous tits, dude. I mean, it'd give you a couple opening lines at the bar with the ladies, I guess.
Yeah,
but
right.
Once the reality hits the bedroom,
Well, there's no hiding them titties. But there's also no hiding your fucking 2.5-inch dick after you saw off 2 inches of it.
But someone can like you for your personality rather than your penis sizes. So what I've been told by a lot of people.
Not buying it.
Really?
Not buying it.
So they were all lying, huh?
Yeah. What, women don't lie to you?
I mean, a lot of people have said that, dude. Almost every single one that has seen me has said that.
They're like, it's fine.
Yeah, we don't care.
I like you for who you are.
They say we because there's multiple of them because I don't have big tits showing in their face.
Yeah.
So you're going dick.
I'm going dick,
That's fine.
I need more questions.
You want another question? Is it all right if I ask you one?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been in love?
Today?
What's love like, dude? I've been in love, but I want to hear you say it because you're a poet.
You know, some say love. It's like a river.
It's not a river, dude. It's not a river. I knew you were going to say river.
God damn it.
What do others say?
Others say
It's like a mountain.
it's like a razor, or what? I can't remember the lyrics to that song.
Love is
Like a razor.
like laser removal.
Like laser removes your hair
Yeah.
from your cheeks.
Now, the thing about love is, do you think it's overrated?
Well, it's damn near ruined my life.
But it's a muse for also everything in life.
Yeah. Or it just makes you make terrible decisions.
Yeah, that's true. Love has ruined everyone's life, I think, and that's why we need to do away with it.
Well, to be fair,
No, we don't need to do away with it.
no, we should get away with it or do. Yeah. Both.
Well, say
get
what
away
you
with
were
it and
gonna
do away
say.
with it. I was just gonna
I'll hear you
say,
out.
to be fair,
And honest.
I was once in love with a young lady.
This is what I want to hear. This is what everyone wants to hear.
That's what this is, the juicy gossip.
This is it.
And the only good thing that came out of that is that I moved to a town that had a comedy club and I did stand up for the first time. And then a couple of years later, Steamboat Comedy was born.
And now, even further into the future, we're here bringing you this hot fucking
Right?
content.
So had I not been in love
All because of love.
with a dirty she-devil. No, I'm kidding. She's fine. It just didn't work out, honestly. She's still a good person. Anyways, Archie's getting remarried.
Yeah.
My ex. And she's been on this podcast before. Did you know that?
Let's get her back on.
She was on, that's if you want a deep cut, go to episode probably like, I don't know, 40 during the pandemic when we were just bored and locked in our house.
Yeah.
And me and her and Jared, Jared from the show, did a podcast. So,
God, dude.
if it wasn't for that goddamn she-devil, I would have never done comedy, and then none of this would have ever happened.
Did you make it out of COVID with her?
No.
No COVID? Dude,
No.
COVID ended a lot of relationships like that.
Including mine.
That's just another statistic.
Just, dude. I don't know if I want. God, I don't know if this is podcast worthy material or
If
not.
it ends with you crying, it might be.
All right, here we go. So, basically, I'll make a long story very short. Is that she moved in with us and all the roommates and shit during the pandemic, and basically that's when all the roommates were like, "Oh my God, she's insane," and I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, we see why you're so stressed and miserable all the time," and I was like, "Yeah," and they were all like, "You should break up with her." I was like, "You're right," and I did.
And you did. And that's what friends are for.
Yep, and I've
That's
been
beautiful.
just sad and pathetic ever since.
That's the movie that everyone wants to see, though. We don't
Right.
need this Hollywood bullshit.
No, it's a comeback story, baby.
People fall in love and everything's okay at the end of
Everything's
the
okay.
movie.
Everything just works out.
No, we want this.
Yeah.
Love that leads to a podcast. That's what we
Some
want.
say love, it is a podcast.
That's right. We love podcasting. We love you. And I got another question for you.
All right,
This
give
one
it
I'm
to
kind of excited to hear because I don't know if we've ever talked about it, and I bet you do. You might have an answer for it. Is it okay if I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
All right. Do you need a drink of water or anything before I get into this?
Yeah.
Have a beer. Let's
I'll have
a beer.
a delicious Storm Peak Toodles Hazy IPA. Friend of the show.
Get it in you. Get it down into your belly. All past that chest hair, right into your belly. Full of soon-to-be grilled cheese.
Oh, it's Fat Boy Sunday. I
That's
can't
right.
wait.
Here we go. You ready
Yes,
for this
let's go.
question? Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Yes.
Can we talk about it?
Kind of. So, not like near death, but like real sketchy situation. I'll tell you the first one.
Yeah.
When I was about 17, yeah, maybe 18. I used to go party at my friend's shed.
Hell yeah.
He had a
Fuck
shed in his
yeah.
yard, and we would just go in there and just drink beers and
Yep.
smoke weed and be
I've
idiots.
gotten fucked up in some sheds.
And the one night I got all fucking drunk there and just passed out on a couch. And I woke up in the morning, hungover as balls.
Yep.
And I was driving home, and like, yeah, where I grew up in the state of Ohio, shout out to Ohio, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Ohio.
It's all cornfields where I grew up, so everything's all wide open. So it's just like long stretches of straight roads.
Yep.
Then they intersect, and there's another long stretch of straight roads. And so I was driving all hungover, not paying attention, like not asleep, but like out of it. And then I was going probably about like 65 miles an hour, and all of a sudden I come to. And I'm going up against like a state route, like a highway. And I realize that there's no time to hit the brakes.
Yeah.
And so without even looking left or right, I just gun it. I just hit the gas and I go, ah! And I just went right through the intersection.
Holy shit. And
Which
you were-
luckily no one was coming, but I could have easily killed myself and several other people or hit a semi or hit anything. I just went, ah! And just fucking pedal to the metal and just went through, and I got through the other side, and I was like,
So you fell asleep, woke up, and had to gun it.
I wasn't asleep. It was just like I literally was just kind of like spaced out because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
hungover, just like and also I kind of like was like, oh shit, that's a stop sign,
Yeah.
and also like kind of just foot on the pedal, just going fast
Yeah.
because I didn't have cruise control. My shitty little that would have been my fucking Ford Escort that I had in high school, and yeah, luckily I'm not just a smear on the pavement somewhere. And then second near death experience.
Yeah.
So-
NDE.
And I don't think I might have told this story on the podcast like years ago, but when I was in Glacier, shout out to Glacier National Park, friend of
Friend
the
of
show,
the show.
me and the ex, the aforementioned ex, and another young couple decided we were going to hike Mount Cleveland. And I've told you this story before.
I've
right?
heard this one. Yeah.
So, a refresher if you've heard it already, but I'll tell you. So we went to hike Mount Cleveland. Mount Cleveland is the tallest mountain in Glacier.
Beautiful mountain.
It's insane, and it's also it's only like 1,100 feet or 11,000 feet, not like the 14ers here. But you start like it's like a 7,000 or 8,000 foot elevation gain. Like it's a huge elevation
Yeah.
gain.
That's nothing for me.
And so
Yeah, not a big deal.
we had to go to do that hike. You had to go into Canada, and so we went into Canada and drove a ferry across back into the U.S. into the wilderness. And then you start this hike, and so we camp out and get up real early. I slept like shit, so I basically was up the whole time anyways.
Yeah, what's new?
And then you gotta, trying to like shorten this up, you gotta bushwhack super hard into the middle of nowhere, start this ascent. It took us way longer than we thought. And then my ex got all freaked out because the couple that we were with got ahead of us and started kicking down rocks at us. And so she was like, let's stop. And so I ended up not even fucking summiting this mountain,
Oh my god.
which I'm definitely still bitter about to this day. And then while we're waiting, we're like, where are these guys at? Waiting for them to come back down the way that we came up. Well, they went the wrong way, fell off a fucking small cliff. The one kid hit his head. The other chick sprained her ankle.
Yeah.
And then we were going, so we meet up with them. We're like, what the fuck? And they're, ooh. So they're dragging ass. She's got fucking one leg. She's got
Hobbling.
like a stick for a crutch. And in our genius wisdom, we decided, we were like, oh, we scouted out a trail from the distance. Let's take that. Well, it turns out that trail we saw in the distance, because we're so high up, there's no like point of reference. It was actually like many, many miles away. And so we start bushwhacking into the night. We're already up like for 18 hours at this point. We're following this river. I knew where we were going. I just
Grizzly infested.
Oh, the highest concentration of grizzly bears in North America. So we can't fall asleep because we
No.
might just wake up dead, eaten by grizzlies. Long story short, we hike for 28 consecutive hours.
Hell yeah.
And that's not even the near-death part. The near-death part was I had to drive home right afterwards. 'Cause
Yeah,
we had
back
to,
to
go
the
work.
car.
And we had all been awake for me like 36 hours because I slept like shit.
It's when you like start to like feel like you're on mushrooms a little bit.
Oh,
once you
dude,
hit the
yeah.
30s, you're
But it
like,
was
oh
like-
shit.
We get in the car, and the couple in the back within 3 seconds falls asleep. And I've got my girlfriend on the passenger seat, and I was like, we can't fall asleep. Whatever we do, you have to keep me awake. I'll keep you awake. And literally, I'm driving. I'm just like, and she'll like slap me, and I'm like, huh. And then she'll fall asleep. And I'm like, huh. And I'd slap her too. And then we're about 2 miles from St. Mary, as you know. Right when you're going in, like as we're going up to Johnson's, that
Yeah.
last stretch between Babb and Johnson's. This is a deep cut for Glacier National Park people.
Glacier peeps.
But I fall asleep and she falls asleep, and I hit the rumble strip in the
Yeah.
middle of the road, and it wakes me up. And as I wake up, there's a car coming straight at us, and I swerve out of the way at the last second.
God damn.
Almost a fucking head-on collision going, who knows how goddamn fast.
Yeah, dude, that's fun.
Yeah, dude, I'm like sweating thinking about it.
Yeah, dude, it got me a little sweaty too. I swear to God. I swear to God,
It's
the
fucking
back
wild.
of my knees got fucking sweaty.
Anyways,
as shit.
do you have any near-death experiences?
Just a couple. They're short. One of them again was hiking because that seems to be a theme with people who like to do outdoor shit. But
Yeah.
it was like the first mountain I ever climbed. It was Mount Boritz in Idaho. It was like I grew up in Idaho. I didn't ever really did like climb mountains and shit though.
yeah.
So we went and climbed a mountain, and there's this one part where you can either go up, and it was like full of people. So we're like, fuck that, we'll just go around the side.
Yep.
But to go around the side, you should probably have a fucking harness and some gear, and we didn't.
Right.
And I had just giant
A class
fucking
5 climb, if you will.
I had giant fucking boots on because I wasn't wearing. I just like, oh, we're going for a hike. I'll put on some hiking boots. Now I wear fucking trail runners and shit, and I'm fucking all good to go.
Yeah.
These are big clunky boots on, and I have to like climb over this fucking ledge. And there's like just one point where like my foot's on there and my other foot's off and my other hand's off. I'm like, I know you need 3 points of contact, and I don't have that right now.
Mhm.
And if I fall, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
Dead. Just a dead dude on the side. of the
How
mountain.
far is the fall?
It would have eviscerated me. I would have
Like
exploded on
80
impact.
feet?
Yeah, I would have exploded. How fast does it take you to get to 40 miles an hour?
Oh,
Or how
like terminal
long?
velocity?
Yeah.
It's 9 meters or 9.8 meters per second squared, I believe.
Yeah, so probably like 20 meters at least, and it would have, I would have eviscerated. But I made it through that. But I always think about that just because I looked down, and I was like, I don't have a good grip on anything, and if I fall, I'm dead. And then I made it through, and I was like, I could have died right there. That's not fucking cool.
That's
at
pretty
all.
wild, yeah.
I'm fucking pissed. The other one was I got stalked by wolves in Idaho in the Sawtooth Mountains.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it wasn't really near death. Like, we didn't have to fight for our lives, but
But also just knowing there's like, there's a pack of wolves following me around.
yeah, it was the fucking worst. So we went and hiked into this spot, and it was like early season, so like March or something. So the campground was closed, so we had to hike into the campground. And it's like Bull Trout Lake is what it's called in the Sawtooths. And we got there, and it's all cool, and we're sitting around the fire. And then I go to take a piss, and there's like a deer like 10 feet from me. And I was like, holy shit, that's wild that deer got this fucking close to us.
Mhm.
And then I put my headlamp over the fire, and there was just 4 sets of fucking yellow eyes.
Four
like
sets.
30 yards away. Big yellow eyes. And I was like, fuck, look at that. And my 2 buddies. And I was like, do you think they're coyotes? And my other buddy was like, no, they're not.
Nope.
They're not coyotes. Son of a
But if
bitch.
you were 2 other buddies, fucking wolves aren't gonna come. They're not gonna come after a pack of 3 adult men.
You don't think they would, but when you're there, you're like, they might. 'Cause
Yeah.
why else are they fucking here?
When they're there,
Yeah. You're like, oh, they could. But my buddy had a gun, and this was like the craziest fucking
so he
part.
shot himself.
Yeah, he shot himself and then shot everyone else there, including the wolves. They all died, and so did we. And so that was crazy.
Yeah.
But he had a laser on his gun, and he lifted it up. And when he lifted the laser up, I swear to God, all 4 sets of the eyes like hit the deck, like Navy SEALs.
Whoa.
It was like they were all in unison, and they all crouched, and we're like, fuck. And then fired off a warning shot, and then they left like 5 minutes later. They didn't get scared or anything. And then like 10 minutes later, they came back and were closer. And we were like, oh no, they're back. Fuck. And there was a lake. So we're like, all right, backs to the lake. Because if they come closer, we're going to have to fucking jump in the lake. Because that's more of a fighting chance.
Actually, that's a great point. You could drown. I would be comfortable drowning a wolf.
I would just paddle. I'd just stay out there all fucking day, dude.
No, I would swim underneath it and be like, bloop.
Yeah,
Give him the old
dude.
blackfish treatment like
It
a
was-
trainer at SeaWorld and just pull him down.
It was super fucked up because I watched the movie Into the Gray with Liam Neeson, where he
with
gets
Liam
stalked
Neeson's-
like fucking 3 weeks before that. I
Mm.
swear to God. And then wolves fucking showed up. And afterwards, I told my friends that, and they were laughing really hard. But yeah, we put our backs to the lake, yelled at them a bunch, and then they left, and then we were all good. But they
Yeah.
came back fucking twice, which was crazy.
Yeah,
And
that
then-
is wild.
And then they ducked when they saw the lasers. I was like, these guys are fucking hunting.
I'd laser them all day, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you want some lasers?
You
You want to get all the hair off your neck, dude? I'll laser you.
And then now they're hairless wolves out there.
The naked mole wolf.
That's it for the near death, though.
Okay.
I thought that'd be fun.
Oh.
And it was fun.
Here's a fun idea we had earlier. Let's go on Chat GPT. If you guys aren't familiar, that's an artificial intelligence platform.
Check it out. Friend of the show.
Genevieve, friend of the show. I don't even know her last name. Genevieve, friend of the show.
Doesn't need to be said.
Doesn't need to be said. You can Google her, stalk her. Speaking of Googling, she was like, you ever ask ChatGPT about yourself? And so we decided we're going to look up our own profiles on ChatGPT and see if we are noteworthy.
Didn't know we were actually doing that. Go ahead. Yeah, let's let it rip, dude.
All right.
I'm not too keen on this, but
so I got ChatGPT open right now. I'm going to say, tell me
about love.
About some say love. Tell me about comedian Matt Newland.
Oh, why are you doing me first? And why are you saying comedian? I'm also a fucking ultra
marathon runner. Because if I say Matt Newland, they're going to be like, there's so many Matt Newlands.
Yeah, but I'm an ultra marathoner. I'm so much more than a comedian. Anyway, keep going.
Here we go. Yes.
Not a big
comedian
deal.
Matt Newland, and go.
No.
Searching.
It's not going to pull up anything.
Oh, it's
I'm
searching really
devastated.
hard.
Yeah, it's got to go.
It's searching the
deep. It's got to go deep into the
Oh,
depths.
dude.
No
all right.
way.
Okay.
Oh, no. All right, I'm ready.
You ready?
What does artificial intelligence think of me?
Search 4 sites. Matt Newland is a stand-up comedian known for his witty and insightful observational humor.
Nice.
He gained recognition as a finalist in the 2016 Boise's Funniest Person competition.
Still riding that 10th place finish.
And has since become a staple in the comedy scene across the northwestern United States.
That's right.
That's not true.
A staple, buddy.
Northwestern, though?
All of it.
Are we in the northwestern United States?
Oh, I started in Idaho, so go. You tell me.
Fair enough. Over the past several years, he's opened for various comedians, nice and fact,
right.
showcasing his talent in multiple states. Newland is also a key member of the Steamboat Comedy Group in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, where he frequently performs and contributes to the local comedy scene. In addition to his live performances, he co-hosts the Steamboat Comedy Podcast,
Damn
where
straight.
he engages in lighthearted and often humorous discussions on various topics.
That
was actually pretty sick.
Various comedians. Yeah, I'm going to send that for anytime I'm trying to get booked.
That nailed it.
That's fucking perfect. It
There you
didn't
go.
mention how hot I am, but that's okay.
No, but you can't win them all.
You can't win them all. How hot I am, and also that I'm just honestly like a good dude. I don't think it mentioned anything about that, and I'm kind of bummed. But how I have a big heart and everything. Are you going to do yourself now?
No, you do me.
I do you. What did you type in?
I just said, tell me about comedian Matt Newland.
Tell me about short comedian Kyle Ross.
This is going to be like 3 paragraphs on how short I am.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh.
I didn't, but we'll see. It's thinking. Here we go. Oh, it's got a lot. It's going.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. It's still typing.
I'm very
All right.
accomplished.
Kyle Ruff is a comedian based out of Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Known for his energetic and sometimes irreverent humor.
Oh.
Ayo, there we go.
Hey,
He has made a name for himself in the comedy circuit, particularly in the Rocky Mountain region. Ooh, not quite the northwestern region, but pretty good. Ruff often draws on his experiences living in a small mountain town, blending them with sharp observations about life and society. Let's go, dude.
Society?
Society, bro.
That's so true.
You're ripping on society, dog. He is also the founder of Steamboat Comedy,
Let's go.
a local comedy group that organizes shows and brings in talent from across the country to perform in Steamboat Springs. Kyle Ruff's style is a mix of stand-up, storytelling, improvisation, making his performances both engaging and unpredictable. You can't predict it.
You can't predict it.
Would you like to know more about his career, specific performances, or something else? Oh, it's asking me a question.
Oh.
Yeah, tell me about his big hairy nuts. Hell yeah, that's good.
It's funny if he shares his asshole. That was actually, I was hoping that to be a lot meaner.
Yeah, I was expecting it not to be like, who the fuck is Matt Newland?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
what?
I don't know. Who's Matt Newland?
Who's Matt Newland?
All right,
All right.
no, this is the final thing. So
This is the test. This is the big test.
The Chat GPT thing came up earlier because we're like, is Chat GPT going to replace us?
Yeah, and we want to know.
And we want to know if it can do what we do. So,
And if it can, we want to stop it. We want to figure out how to do something about it.
Matthew,
move forward. Yes,
right?
sir.
You have written a. Is it a poem
Limerick.
or a limerick?
Which is a type of poem. Yes, of course.
Well, a limerick is the like the da 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 da.
Limerick?
Da 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 da. The da 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 da
Yeah.
da da.
Hickory
That's a
dickory
limerick.
dock.
Yes.
Pretty much. You don't have to like sing it though. It's just really the thing about a limerick is
It's
it's
a rhyme scheme.
A
A B B
B
A.
B A. You know
Right.
it. The audience doesn't.
Oh, sorry.
These
For all the uncultured swine.
yeah, all the
listening to
people
show.
typing comment in the comment section. That's what a limerick is.
So you've written a limerick about
Baby firefighters.
baby firefighters.
I have, and I'm gonna share mine, and then Chat GPT is gonna share theirs, and we're gonna see whose is better.
Let's see it.
And also, I do speak for all poets when I read my poem.
That is true.
I wrote it on a whim in a blackout. I really went Hunter S. Thompson for this. I took a lot of LSD, a lot of opiates. I really did his whole schedule so I could get in the writing mindset for today.
Wake up at 2 p.m., cocaine,
Yep.
coffee,
You know it,
more cocaine. Oh, yeah.
all of it. So I did that in order to really help myself get into the state of flow.
Real gonzo limerickist, if you will.
Who goes first?
You go first.
I go first. Why do I have to open? That's bullshit. I always have to fucking open, dude. All right. Baby firefighters. Our cries resonate through the firehouse hallway. Tiny red helmets on our infant heads all day. They call us baby heroes, and the cheers come in a wave. But all we think about are the adult lives we couldn't save. Baby firefighters. It's all work and no play.
Not bad.
That's pretty good,
Not
right,
bad.
dude? That's a pretty good goddamn poem.
All
Come
work
at
and no
me,
play.
bro.
All right.
Chat GPT has fucking nothing, I bet.
There
Pussies.
was, I'll say this. You almost always have to start a limerick with "there once was."
Yeah, I know. I saw that. When I looked it up. Fuck that. No, you don't.
Okay, well,
This is art, dude. Did they do There Once Was unoriginal pieces of shit?
it's a limerick.
Yeah, that's why it's not human.
All right, here we
That's
go.
why it's not human, bro.
Are you ready? Yeah.
All right.
Can't feel what I feel.
You can't do what I do.
Fuck you, you can't do what I do.
Can't do what I do.
All right, Chat GPT. I said write me a limerick about baby firefighters. Here we go.
Yes.
There once was some baby so bold,
Mm-hmm.
in firefighting gear brave and gold. With horses they'd play, putting flames all at bay. They cutest little heroes to behold.
Ah, boo, dude. No heart, no emotion, no soul.
It's a limerick.
No soul. Zero soul in that, dude.
Yours had a lot more soul.
Mine had
This was
so much soul.
Actually a limerick.
Mine was actually a limerick.
Was it though?
Oh, what are you, an English teacher, bro? That was a fucking limerick, dude. What do you have, fucking knobs in your brain? That's a limerick. All you had to do for a limerick, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I looked it up like 2 hours ago. All you have to do for a limerick is rhyme the first 2 lines, second 2 lines, and then rhyme the 5th line with the first 2 lines. You don't have to sing it.
I think
it's
it's
not
a
fucking.
certain amount of syllables.
There's no syllables.
Da 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 da.
No.
Da 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 da.
Bullshit.
That's a limerick.
Not in my
Should
America.
I ask you to do a poem?
A limerick is a poem.
But it's not though. I mean, technically it is.
It is. And no fucking artificial intelligence is going to tell me otherwise.
This is like a
dude.
square rectangle argument here.
Yeah, this chicken
limerick
or the
is a
egg,
poem.
dude.
But is the chicken gay or was the egg gay? No one knows.
No, both. And 2 gays make a right, dude. And they have rights, too. All
They
right.
have rights and we're not divisive. If you don't respect that, we'll come after you.
I think I fucking murdered that little bitch Chat GPT.
I thought it was pretty good.
I think I fucking desecrated its corpse,
I think
dude.
the term limerick was a little loose, but
No, I don't think so. But keep going. I think you're wrong. Go ahead.
okay, yeah. But other than that, I'd say well done, sir. Well
Thank
done.
you. Not a big
You're
deal.
A true artist.
Humankind. I do it for the humankind. Let us know what you think a limerick is.
Comment a limerick below about baby
damn.
firefighters. I think that's about good, but let's wrap it up. It's Fat Boy Sunday, dude. I got to get some sustenance in me.
You do. We need that.
Ugh. So bad, Ray. But
That was fun.
we're free this weekend. Next weekend we'll be back at Schmigs with Steve Gillespie. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Keep going.
Oh, that's hot, dude.
Yeah.
You trying to turn me on?
A little bit.
So yeah, we'll be back. Check out steamboatcomedy.com. Also, the Adult Spelling Bee is coming back soon at Mythology the first Wednesday of every month. So check that out as well. And we love you. We'll see you all soon.
C-cups. Get your C-cup implants.
Get your C-cups, yeah?
C-cup implants. Get your C-cups.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.